Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Chilled. I haven't been chilled for a while.
I'm not, I got triple butt warmers up here.
You got triple butt warmers?
Just that.
Sorry, that sounded weird.
Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you saw on Facebook, we put a little bit of a teaser up that we were ending our excursion over the last few months with something pretty cool. And we made it to our Airbnb, kind of a late night. Didn't get there till probably 11, I want to say. Quite a bit of turbulence on the second leg of our trip, but we are here. You can kind of get some guesses as to where we are by the background through our window. But we are going to go have some breakfast and get a little bit of groceries and kind of make a plan, and then we'll go from there. But looking forward to showing you guys around, showing you maybe the Airbnb, the surroundings, and kind of what we're up to. So until then, we'll check back in a little bit.
So hey, we are actually just running errands today. Kind of let the kids sleep in. It's had a busy day traveling yesterday and time change, and it was kind of crazy, but we decided we hit up a couple different options. So we hit Costco. You know, you gotta compare Costco in one city to another city. And then we went to a grocery store. I'm at a grocery store, and yes, that's a rug. There are clothes galore. Pretty much if you need it, they probably have it. It is a Kroger grocery store, but it's called Fred Meyer's. And we did happen upon a Fred Meyer's in Oregon a couple years ago, and same thing, like you could buy patio furniture with your milk. So we have hit up a couple stores. We went to a diner this morning for breakfast. We were the only people there, which is a huge change considering we spent the last 2 weeks in California, which is very, very busy. So we are ready to go back and just kind of chill this afternoon and enjoy the view from the deck, which overlooks the valley and I think Mount McKinley in the distance. So if I can find my family, we will check out of this place and check in with you guys again later. We found, I believe, the Westchester Lagoon. It's all cleared off. We don't have ice skates, but Janelle wants to try to go out there anyway. See who falls first. Last I looked, temperature was -8, maybe -10. The trees are so cool. Okay, so we were recommended to go to this restaurant by Grandma Deb because Grandma Deb lived here for 21 years. And thank you! She says go to the Moose's Tooth Pizzeria and have an avalanche. So let's go check it out. So we couldn't actually eat at the restaurant, right? Yeah. So let me see the box. Definitely worth going if you're in Anchorage. What do you think, Matthew?
Good.
It's good. That's it?
Now I'm gonna go eat.
Wow. What did you think about it?
It was really good.
Okay, so say thanks to Deb because she recommended.
Thanks, Deb. Peace.
And peace.
Hey guys, so my treat in Alaska was to go to the Alaska Zoo. So we're at the Alaska Zoo. We're taking a pee break before we go in, and I hope you guys like it.
So I think we're the only people at the zoo. That's never happened to me before. And Janelle says maybe they're seals. And I think she found seals. But seriously, this does not look like I'm at the zoo. Looks like I'm wandering around in the woods. But we found the seals. Whoa, and it's slippery and snowy and stuff. So hold on, let's go see the seals. Matthew just ran his face into the... Okay, let's see if we can see manatees. Manatees live in Florida. Oops, where are you, Mr. Seal? Give him a kissy face. Oh. What kind of seal?
You could be a killer whale's lunch.
Taking me to the zoo. What is it?
The Sitka black-tailed deer.
Sitka black-tailed deer. There's a dude and his lady. Hello, lady. It's like, let me kill this for you. They have like a teepee and a little cabin in the woods. So cute. So tell us, what do you know about owls?
I know they're really cool looking, and they used to live, well, they not used to, they still do. We don't. We used to have them in Big Fork. We used to see them on our neighbor's roof.
Oh yeah, yeah. Janelle, what does an owl say?
Who?
You did it.
When we were still living in Big Fork,
Yeah.
me and Mom saw an owl on one of the posts, and it went whoo, whoo, whoo,
Yeah, it did. I don't know about, turning around and having that swooping down, like in that picture. Having that swooping down at the back of your head or something.
Well, and they're super
Because they're quiet,
too.
so you wouldn't even know that it's stalking you. It's like a mountain lion, but with talons. It'll rip your head off.
Well, they're not exactly small either.
No, he's a chunky one.
I read on the sign that they have some fancy word that I don't know how to say, but basically inner wool that they can stay warm and up to -100 degrees.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Negative 100.
They're babies.
Hello.
Hi, bud.
Looks like you had breakfast pretty recently.
Oh, that's cute. Your toesies are cold. Note to self. Wear warmer shoes when you visit the zoo in Anchorage. because it's cold on my toes.
This place is pretty cool. It's a rehabilitation center, or a rehabilitation zoo, however you want to put it. But they have native animals to this area. Everything from wolves to musk ox to eagles, some deer. Very naturalistic, so not the over-the-top exhibits like you would see in a St. Louis zoo or something like that. So enjoying it. I've never been in a zoo that we were pretty much the only people in here, so that's kind of interesting as well. But really enjoying the looking around. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
What has been your favorite so far?
Musk ox.
What about them?
Everything about them.
It's a camel.
Matthew, all the way to the left.
Yeah, but his coat's pretty.
It's looking at me.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So we have some really strange animals like alpacas in the zoo. They didn't look too pleased that we were so close to them. And the porcupines live in their little log cabins. Think of the Alaska Zoo.
Not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part and your bummer part?
My bum part is we didn't get to see the polar bear
Or the brown bear?
or the brown bear.
Or the black bear?
Basically all the bears.
No bears.
The cool part I thought was cool is I got to see the wolverines.
Yeah, running around like a goose.
Yeah, a de-headed goose.
And then, let's see, harbor seals, river otters, bald eagles, golden eagles, gray owls, great horned owls, a Mrs. Moose, and a Mr. Moose.
No. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was dehorned. Yeah.
they're not horns. Paddles? They're
Yeah.
like antlers.
Oh yeah, they're paddles.
Because horns are what?
Horns are like muskox.
Hollow. So, anyways, if you ever make it up to Alaska, and I mean, even in January, it's chilly, but you know, it's not a huge zoo, it's not an all day long activity. But it was a good thing to do to get out of the house and be outside, see some animals, and have a good time. So, if you ever come to Alaska, come to the, what is this place called again? Just the Alaska Zoo?
The Alaska Zoo.
Just the Alaska Zoo. And it takes, you could probably give yourself maybe 2 hours max.
During winter, wear warm socks.
Somebody's toes are cold, so wear warm socks.
Accidentally maybe sort of wore my thin socks.
Thinnest socks she owns.
I can't feel my feet.
Line, I saw that they had a virtual, I don't even remember what they called it. Viral. That's what I was looking for. Viral. Video when somebody went to one of their things and got one of these. They're called a tie-dye smoothie. What's in it? No idea. But
Fancy.
it looks pretty. So kind of cool. You know what it reminded me of? Have you ever seen those where people take like old bottles, soda bottles, and fill them up with the different sands?
Oh, yeah.
And then they have like those tie-dye looking bottles. That's what it kind of reminded me of. And so kind of like everything else, when you go try or you go to a new place, you try the thing that's famous in their area. So, you know, if we had an opportunity to have a muskox burger, I'd probably try a muskox burger, you know. And this is kind of the thing for Wasilla, so figured what the heck.
To taste it.
It's actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. It's really sweet, but it's... So we were on the Seward Highway driving southbound. We were going to go all the way to Seward, but some weather's come in and it is pretty nasty out there. Lots of freezing rain and whatnot. So we are probably not going to go too much farther. However, I got to tell you, this place is unbelievable. This place is like so far above anything that anybody could ever imagine. As far as beauty goes, is just I have no words. And it's winter. I can't even fathom what this thing looks like in the summer when people come up here. In fact, I've told Jess a couple times that once this whole COVID thing gets figured out and countries start opening back up, especially Canada, I'm coming back up. I'm hooking up my trailer and we're driving back up. Whether that's with kids or just us, we're doing this trip. It is just, it's phenomenal. It's unbelievable. So, but we're just waiting for everybody to use the restroom, and then we'll go do a little bit more sightseeing, and then there's a pizza place we're gonna go check out, and then we got to do our cleanup at the cabin and get ready for our flight tomorrow. So that's the plan so far. Having a great time. So very thankful of this opportunity. It has been a phenomenal trip. So, and can't wait to look forward to, or wait to see all that happens in the next round. So until I don't really know. I was going to say until next time, but we're not closing it down. I'm going to show you guys more. So why don't we say we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Sister and brother, 'cause he only got one right. Time goes slowly, the world gets lonely when you got no one on your side. You gotta love one another, sister and brother, 'cause you only got one right.
Good morning, guys. So we are in our final cleanup of the Airbnb where we've been staying in Alaska. Gotta say, this place is pretty awesome. If you're ever in Alaska, I will put a link down in the description for this Airbnb. I would recommend it. It's in Eagle River, which is kind of a halfway point between Matsu Valley, Wasilla, Palmer, and Anchorage. But it has served us very well, and we are very happy that we found this place. And you'll be able to see in the background log cabin style. It's very, very nice, and the view is unbelievable. So we are just finishing up. We have to be out here just in a little while, and then we are going to head down to the Anchorage area and go check some stuff out in Anchorage before we head to the airport. We're supposed to be there at 2. So have a long day of flying today. I don't think we land in San Francisco tonight until almost midnight. But it has been absolutely a phenomenal trip, and can't wait to put my video together and see what we could find. I didn't get to film as much as I'd like, but hopefully, I keep forgetting to look at the green light. Look at the green light. Hopefully I have enough that I can put a decent video together and show you guys exactly what it was like out here. But for now, I will just take some video of around here, show you guys this awesome place, and I will check back in a little bit.
In the airport, wrapping up our time here in Alaska.
B6. So we can go over to B and see what they have, or we can just cut our losses and have it go.
So I'm hiding in the airport because my mask was down. But I thought I would kind of do a little recap on our time up here in Alaska and some thoughts. And so Phil and I went to the lower part of Alaska, the Inner Passage, about 8 or 10 years ago in August. So it was a totally different experience than coming all the way up here in January. And it's literally a different world in the winter. Everything is obviously snowy and icy, and the beginning of our trip was like 0 degrees or a couple days of negative temperatures, so that was fun. I think the trip opens up an opportunity to have a conversation about like the what ifs. Like, what if we came up in the summer? What if we we're able to show the kids more of the state? There's a lot of Alaska that I don't think people know about. I mean, even something as little as the muskox farm that we went to. I don't think that's a normal thing that people think of when they think, hey, let's go to Alaska. They think moose or maybe even whale watching, which, by the way, we saw no whale because as far south as we could go, it was really still a lot of ice flow and everything. So, but we enjoyed our time, even though most of us were fighting a head cold on and off throughout the time up here. And I think it's one of the conversations we had was, there's just so many leafy trees and shrubs and everything, and once you come in the winter, there's literally nothing to look at, honestly, because it's snow and then just like the bare trees, and that's so different than what we're used to seeing in Montana or even in Colorado with the pine trees, and there still is color, and that's something that is not as prevalent up here because there's more of the leafy trees and shrubs and everything, and less of the giant pine trees that we have in Montana. So it's just totally a different experience. If you've never been up here, I would definitely recommend it. And try coming both seasons. You won't die. It's cold, but you'll survive. So everybody else is going to share their opinions and thoughts, and I hope you have enjoyed watching our adventure.